¿Cómo estamos, mi gente? Before we get started with the first episode, we wanted to use this new platform we're building to speak on what's happening in the world right now. En verdad que estamos encojonados and outraged that we had to witness yet again the murder of an innocent black man at the hands of the police. We acknowledge that none of us here will ever feel the anger, sadness, and emotional burden that black people feel on a daily basis due to the continuing racism and culture of white supremacy that exists in the United States and around the world. However, we want to say that we will continue to stand with you in this fight. Over the last week, we've seen millions of people take to the streets to protest and scream Black Lives Matter, not only in Minneapolis, but all around the world, incluyendo aquí mismo en Puerto Rico. It has pissed us off that we have to see large groups of peaceful protesters be continuously met with violence and brutality by a police system that incites more fear than security, commanded by a government that would rather have a good photo op than provide real leadership. To those who have gone out and protested, we applaud you, we hope that you continue fighting, and we ask you that you stay safe and protect yourselves not only from the police, but also the ongoing pandemic. If you're out protesting, be sure to wear a mask and protective eyewear. To those who can't go out and protest, we hope you're doing what you can from home by donating, signing petitions, and using whatever platform you have to spread awareness and information on the issue. This is not another social media trend that ends with your posting of a black square. It requires that you do more. If you want direction on what you can do, you can go to blacklivesmatters.card. That's CARRD.co. Once again, blacklivesmatters.card.co. And if you want to donate, go to secure.actblue.com/donate/AB_MN. It's a great website where you can split your donation amongst a bunch of different organizations that are on the front lines of this fight. We will also be putting additional links and resources in the description of this episode. Whatever you can go do it. George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, we will not forget you. We will continue to say your names, and we must continue to seek justice for them. With that being said, fuck racism, fuck police brutality, and fuck white supremacy. Finally, we hope that this podcast can serve as an hour of comedic relief and relaxation during these tough times. We hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Dímelo, cabrón. ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué es la que hay? It's your boy Navia here, coming at you from Puerto Rico with his two close friends.
Sup, everyone? Carlos.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're here to put a lot of shit inside your ears because there's nothing better to do. We all talk shit. We've been talking shit for years. We're longtime friends. We've never recorded any of our shit talking, so here we go. We're recording our shit talking for the first time ever, just so you guys can get shit inside of your ears. I really hope you like it.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
And without further ado, that's the real intro to replace the shitty intro to the actual podcast episode. So enjoy, everyone.
Now recording, holy shit! Dímelo, que es la que hay. What's up?
¿Cómo está?
What's up?
Ooh, how you doing, Big Sexy?
Ooh.
I'm like a virgin kid who doesn't know how to make an intro.
That makes three of us then.
But hey, welcome thanks for joining our podcast. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just starting this shit out to see how this goes. But hey, you never know, you might like it.
So stick around.
Just, we have to start somewhere, like we really don't know what we're doing.
This is the worst shit I've ever heard in my life.
For real, dude. Like, I really don't know what I'm doing right now.
Welcome to Puerto Ricans podcast. My name is Carlos. I'm joined here with my friends Adrian and Alejandro. Three big sexies coming at you live.
We call him Big Sexy. I weigh 130 pounds.
That's 130 more than someone that's not born. Okay. Okay. So yeah, thank you for joining us. This is the first time we're doing this, and we're gonna see where it leads. We're just gonna three dudes talking about stuff.
It's just three dudes talking bullshit, making jokes, everything and anything. Just what we usually do, except now we're recording it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we get bored.
I'm trying to do this for like 7 years, but now we finally got.
This has been Navia's idea for since high school.
Oh, for real? There's no way. Yeah, honestly, I never thought we were gonna do this, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, man. Neither
Look
did
at
I.
us.
Look at us, microphones,
Cue
pop
Paul Rudd.
filters. Oh,
Cue Paul Rudd opening the jar of hot ones.
look at us.
Look
Hey,
at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thought? Not me. Yeah, let's go to our first topic. You know, we're gonna talk
No.
about essential and popular movies that we just hate
Wait.
or dislike.
Whoa. We're not gonna introduce like actually ourselves or like why.
No,
they
you know
use
what?
the
Fuck
name.
that. We're not gonna do that. You know why? Because people are gonna get to know us
As we
throughout
go
this whole
along.
podcast.
I know, but I'm not
And
gonna tell my whole
the
life
first
story.
and the first thing they're gonna know about us is the movies everybody likes that we fucking hate. Because we want to
First
start
off,
off with the left
I
foot.
would have. I thought we were gonna do this on another episode, so I would have liked to have actually prepped for that topic because I don't think I can come up with a movie off the top of my head. But like I'm gonna start googling.
I know
shit,
you can.
seriously. Oh my god,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
start googling.
I'm gonna start.
Dale.
Okay, let's go.
Here's a popular movie that I really, really dislike.
Okay, let's go.
It's called Avatar. It came out in
Everyone hates
2009.
Avatar.
Oh, really? God
No,
damn it.
not the
Everyone
last-
hates. Well,
No,
I
not
mean,
the-
at the
Everybody
time,
loved Avatar.
no,
Everybody loved
when it came
Avatar.
out, everyone loved it. Now everyone's like, man, that shit was so overhyped. That's not that good.
You know what? What other movie do I fucking hate, man? Titanic. You know what? James Cameron as a whole. I just, you know, like I really don't like the Titanic.
Whoa, no.
Like
Wait, time
before after the 80s, like after the 80s.
Yeah, I was like, are you
James
gonna disrespect
Cameron.
Terminator like that? I was gonna like go off.
Dude, I've never seen the OG Terminator.
What?
The fuck is wrong?
Then how are we gonna
Dude.
talk about this topic if you haven't seen the essential movies? I mean, hey, I haven't seen Godfather. Like, it's bad. You know
My
what I'm saying?
movie culture is way down the drain, man.
I
Like, I
mean,
admit it. I'm really.
I can
ashamed
say
of
the
it.
same because I focused way too much on Star Wars, and you guys will see that throughout this podcast. I'm gonna basically suck George Lucas's dick all through this podcast because god damn, he's a genius. God damn,
Okay,
what a genius,
wait.
man.
I got a movie that I literally looked up like top movies of the last 10 years just to make more recent movies. And I have read a lot about this movie becoming a cult classic in the years after it came out, and I still don't understand why because I saw it. I would say like at most a year ago. I remember watching it because it was on something. Spring Breakers. That movie is fucking terrible.
Never
Yeah,
saw it,
I mean,
never
I
wanted.
just
to
find
see
it hilarious that James Franco looks like fucking riffraff. Like it's James Franco acting as a great value riffraff with some bitches. That's the whole movie. That's the movie. Like it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
nothing. Wow.
No, I remember when that movie, like the trailer first dropped, like I saw it and it was in 2012. So we were what? How old? 14? Yeah, 14.
Oh no,
so,
yeah. I was super hyped for that movie because
exactly, because why?
Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez in bikinis for an entire movie. I was like, fuck yeah, why not?
That was a 14-year-old boy's dream, basically, like a pubescent 14-year-old, hormonal 14-year-old boy's dream.
There was this third actress in that movie. Like she was blonde.
Ashley Benson is another name I remember.
Ashley Benson, that's the one. Yo, she was hot. I don't know what happened to her. Her career got derailed or something. Because goddamn, it's.
I mean, yeah, but I've read like people apparently like that movie now, and I'm like, I watched it recently. I remember like I watched it with my roommate, and I was like, this is absolutely terrible. Like I don't enjoy this at all. So that's another quick one, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking. This is why I wanted to prepare for this topic.
Yeah, that was me when Adrian was talking about Booksmart, and he was like, "Bro, top 2 movie of the year for me." So
Okay,
good," and I saw it.
whoa.
And I was
Smart's
like,
amazing. Shut
is
the
this?
fuck up.
Booksmart is
I've
the
never heard of
exact
this
same
movie.
shit as Superbad, but worse.
I fucking hate you.
Booksmart
I watched it the other day, and it's still great.
Let's take 2 girls that have done nothing but study for the past 4 years, and then let's make them go to a wild party and have them do everything they wanted to do for the past 4 years in one night. Wow, this is so new. It's only been done a billion other times, and it's only been achieved properly by like 2 movies.
And that's one
Or
of
3.
them.
And that is not one
I
of
love
them.
Booksmart. You're never
it
gonna
got
know.
a
You're never gonna convince
97
me.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
I
Booksmart, yeah, because
disagree.
it's great. Carlo is
I
the
saw the
only
first
person that has told me he doesn't like the movie.
I saw the first 30 minutes, and I texted Adrian, and I was like, "Please tell me this movie gets better." And he said,
Dude, I watched it
"Where
the
are
other
you
day. It's
at?"
still great.
I disagree fully,
Is
but
it
you
on
know,
Netflix?
everyone's entitled to their own
It's on
opinion.
Hulu.
I think it's mediocre. I think it's mediocre
Shout
at
out to
best.
Booksmart.
Shout out to Olivia
Oh yeah,
Wilde
what
with
was
the
shout out
director.
to Olivia Wilde. Great directorial debut. I think it was her directorial debut.
So I got another movie.
What you got?
It's a really big essential that I just didn't like at all.
Which one?
It's called Breakfast Club.
Ah, I agree. I don't think it's that great.
Okay, I mean,
look.
honestly, yes, I am Gen Z. I am Generation Z, so it's totally way off my generation and whatever. But I was in 12th grade. My English teacher, she was like, "This is the best movie ever. It's so hilarious, whatever, blah blah blah." And then she was like, "You should watch it." I'm like, "Okay, I'll watch it." I was like, "This is okay at best." Like
I agree. I agree. I totally agree.
because okay,
We're gonna
like
get so much hate for
and
that if this episode actually somehow pops off.
okay, but that's the thing.
I don't
Like
care.
I told my parents that, and they were like, "Yeah, it's just your generation." But here's the thing: I think it's not because I watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and yo,
I was
that
about to say, I was
movie.
like, how do you think of Jong Hughes' other movie?
Fair.
Yeah,
Espérate,
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
wait.
What?
Uh-huh. Say what you're gonna say about Ferris
Okay,
Bueller's Day Off.
so
I really
Ferris
want to hear this.
Bueller's Day Off is so good. It's hilarious. It's actually funny because it's so realistic. It's so realistic,
I
but
disagree.
not at the same time. It's so unrealistic in so many factors,
I do
but
not.
so realistic in the mind of a high schooler. Like everything they did, a high schooler would have done. But now in the Breakfast Club, it's like detention on a Saturday in the library. Oh no! And we're dancing in the school halls. Like what the fuck is that shit, dude? Nobody does that. I
Remember
mean,
when
no Puerto Rican does that.
Victorious? What?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when
Victorious,
Victorious
yes.
Yeah,
did an
I do
episode like
remember
that?
that.
I mean, how many shows have done like a Breakfast Club style episode? Like I
Every
remember
No, it's
every
a
high
classic.
school show, every Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, high school kids that are actually 25 but acting as they're 15 show has done a Breakfast Club show. Like I'm just waiting for Stranger Things to throw that in. Like they're so gonna do it. Like they're in the 80s in the last season, so they're so gonna throw that. And you know, like
they've been in the 80s the entire series. Why do you say the last season?
because the first season, oh wait. No, they weren't in the 80s
They
the
are
first
always
season.
been in the 80s. It's always been all 80s.
Well, I don't know, man, because I thought of because of the mall thing. You know, they opened the shopping mall
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
third
small
season.
town in Indiana, right? Indiana is it?
Oh, dude, I don't fucking
I don't
know.
know.
Small towns in Puerto Rico have malls, dude. You know what I'm
I don't know,
saying? Like,
but I saw Ferris Bueller's Day
We have
Off,
strip
and
malls
I
though.
did not think it was that great. Like,
what do you mean, bro?
dude, I just didn't
Bueller,
think it was. I just didn't think it was that.
Bueller, Bueller,
I didn't think it was that funny. I just
Bueller.
didn't. Like,
Dude, you're so trash. You're
I don't
trash.
care what you say. I saw it. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a god movie either. It was just a
Oh,
movie.
it's definitely a top tier movie.
I
Top
totally
tier.
It's top
disagree.
80s. It's top 80s
I would say
movie.
John Hughes' greatest film. I know a lot of people again say The Breakfast Club, but like that's for me.
Like,
Ferris
okay,
Bueller's Day
so
Off.
the credit I give the Breakfast Club is that it's the first teenage high school rebel movie. You know, it
No,
started a whole
Rebel.
theme
Rebel.
movie. Yeah,
Like,
it's rebel
there's
between air quotes, you know.
there's one
Cuz
guy that like is by what we know of a rebel, but we haven't seen him be a rebel at all. And then he makes a goody two shoes girl
but
into
it's the
a rebel.
80s. But it's the 80s. Anything they do, it's taboo, dude. Like they won't talk about titties in the movie because if they talk about titties, it's taboo, you know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't be
I guess.
such a rebel. He had to be like, yeah, it's taboo, man, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not the
Yeah,
60s.
but so you know, I saw a movie the other day that was apparently really like it's really critically acclaimed, and I enjoyed it a good amount. So by the logic of what we've said so far, if I like it, you guys will hate it. Um,
Any movie that we
uh,
like, Carlos hates. And any movie he likes, we hate.
yeah, fuck. What was
So also works with teams. Any team Carlos loves, we hate.
it? Was Jesus, man! I just had it in front of me, and the Google page went away because life hates me. Um,
Yes, it does.
yeah, I lost it. Oh, Almost Famous. There we go.
What's
I don't know
that?
that one.
Almost Famous with
I've never heard of this
had a lot
movie.
of famous people in it. It's pretty much like a guy. This guy wants to be like a writer. He wants to be a writer for the Rolling Stones, but he grows up in this like house where the mom's a professor and he's got a lot of restrictions and he's being really like he's kind of being forced to live like this really like plain straight life. He's a really smart kid. He's like 2 years ahead in grades. And like he starts listening to rock because his sister introduces him to it. He really likes it. It's like an escape. And he eventually gets a chance by the Rolling Stones to be a writer for them. They to go on a band, like go on tour with a band for a certain amount of time, write a story. And it's pretty much like what happens during that trip. And again, I wouldn't say it's a god level movie, but I think it's a good movie. Like I think it's got
I mean,
a
I'm
lot
looking it up right
of
now. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I've never heard of
I
this movie, so it's
I
crap. It's crap.
I hadn't heard of it until I saw it, but I saw it and it was really good. So I would recommend
Navi's like,
Navgated,
any
please.
movie I have not seen is
It's crap.
shit.
I mean, not every movie. I haven't seen The Godfather. You know, like every
Don't
time I
worry.
say,
To
every
be
time I
fair, how
say
many people our age have seen The Godfather?
a
Dude, I
lot,
haven't seen it.
apparently everyone,
I've never
I
seen
except
it.
for us three. Like
I
we
haven't
I've
three
never
are
seen it.
retarded, dumb. We're dumb.
I
We're just dumb.
I know a lot of people that never
I
seen it.
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but it's my dad's favorite movie. So like I have to see it at some point.
Dude, you're 21 years old. It's your
Yeah, I got like
dad's
another
favorite movie, and you haven't seen it. You've lived in
Okay,
this earth for 21 years. It's your
And
so
he
my
dad's
never
dad
favorite
forced you to
film.
watch it.
yes, no, he didn't because my dad never puts it on. He's probably seen it like a billion times before I was born or something, but then I was born and then he stopped watching it.
Dude, no, I'm gonna be definitely the type of dad that when I have kids, I will force my kids to watch all my favorite movies. Like that is exactly what's gonna happen.
My kids will grow up with Star
Oh,
Wars.
okay.
Exactly, Star Wars is gonna be one of them. Fucking, I don't know, like a lot of movies are gonna get
But
shoved
hey,
down their throats.
like I'm never gonna tell them like there were like 7, 6, and 9. I mean 7, 8, 9. That was that never
Yeah, I was
existed.
about to say
They're
just
just
never
gonna
say that.
watch 1, 2, 3, Clone Wars, Rogue One, Mandalorian, but all the way to 6. You know,
You
like
know they're gonna come up with like another
Dude,
5
the
things before
internet,
you
like
have
it's
to.
you're acting like the internet's not gonna exist when you have
but
kids.
that's the thing. When they're like little kids, so just
Okay,
trust
well, when
me.
they're little kids. Dude, I don't know. I mean, there's people giving their kids cell phones at like 5 now or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked
I
up.
mean,
You
if
know, I
Oh,
think
it's
it's
if
fucked
I'm
there's
up.
not
a
saying it's right.
reason, if there's a reason, like if you like
There
say
is
your
no
kid,
reason why a 5-year-old kid
no,
needs an iPhone.
no, not a night. Okay, well,
There's not gonna
nowadays,
be any flip phones.
there's nothing like you can have unless it's like a burner that has more than no, but I mean like there are a couple reasons because I know people like some of the people I met at uni, they would go to a private school when they were like elementary school, something like that. So they took a bus, and the private school was like 40 minutes away by bus. And both parents work. You don't have someone to pick them up, so you gotta like know where your kid is, what they're doing. So she got a phone. So she had a phone, and it only had like three lines to call people, but she needed it. I don't obviously I don't condone like giving a 5-year-old an iPhone. Jesus, screw that. Um, I don't have the money for that.
You find you find your kid and he's like googling God knows what on the phone, and he's like, "Wait,
Women naked,
Just on YouTube.
big titties.
why would a 5-year-old be googling that though?" Well, maybe the
Because
first one I could see.
if he has a big brother, you know what's going on.
Oh,
You know what's
dude.
going on.
Yeah,
Hey,
because I
hey.
was showing my brother that type of stuff.
Oh, I would. Like, I would have been like, hey, search for big titties on Google.
It's like, what's that?
Oh my god.
Just find out.
Oh no! It should, like be like, hey, Google how babies are made. Why? I think you'll have a lot of fun. See
So
how
I
he
mean, like
reacts.
he'll learn more. He'll learn more than from the explanation that I'd give him. Like if he wasn't at a certain age.
Dude, first off, we have already gone way off track of what we originally started with, but I'm gonna keep this going.
That's fine.
I don't
man, but,
even remember explicitly when I found out sex was how babies are made. I do not remember the moment.
Neither do I.
I never
but
had the talk.
Oh, I didn't either.
I never had that talk. I had other talks, but I didn't have that talk.
Yeah, I barely had talks.
I just had the
What?
condom
Really?
talk.
You didn't have talks, Adrian? Oh, no way, man. Like, no fucking way.
For
Like,
context, Adrian's parents are like the most strict out of us three.
Oh, okay. Let's tone it down a bit because it's making it sound like my parents are like
no,
authoritarian
dude, your
type
parents are
parents.
amazing.
No.
I
They're
love
just
your
they're
parents.
like
Like
amazing people. Yeah, like
no, exactly. Relative to your parents, which again are not obviously very non-strict parents. It's just my parents. I mean, okay, let's just be like this. I dated a girl for 3 years, and anytime that I text them, be like, "Hey, I'm hanging out with her, or whatever," like we were hanging out, I'm not gonna call it a night, whatever. They'd be like, "Responsibility." I'm be like, "I'm just going to a movie."
but
Like,
Yeah, I mean, okay,
chill.
yeah. So like,
you have to be
to
responsible.
I was. You acting
yeah.
like I wasn't.
Did you prepare your condoms? Did you put your condom before?
I plead the fifth on this podcast on whether or not I've done certain things.
Did you not use? Did you use the condom that was in your wallet for 5 years? Yes, you must have, right?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. My
Oh
my
Lord.
brother, his friends gave him like 2 condoms, and he
Wait,
hid
wait,
them
wait,
in
wait.
his room.
Before you continue, do the parentals know about this?
That like he
Your
had.
your
No. Wait. Let him finish the story because I'm
okay.
very intrigued with this. I'm
Okay,
very intrigued with what happened with this.
so my brother had a couple of, or like one of his friends gave him like a couple of condoms, and he had him hid in his room. And I don't remember how I found out about this
You
or
told
when
me
I
this.
found.
You told me the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh my
told you
god.
this. I don't think I told Navia.
Uh,
Yeah, I found out actually. I think when I was. Oh, we were okay. It was me, my roommate, and my brother because he was visiting me and my family were visiting us. Me in Michigan,
mhm.
and my brother was staying for the night, so my parents had gone back to the hotel. My brother was gonna crash with us at the apartment, and
Mhm.
we're just hanging out, whatever. And he just lets it out, hey, like, oh, like in conversation, like, yeah, my friends actually, like, yeah, my friends have given me condoms, like I have condoms, and I'm like, why? Knowing my parents, I'm like, why? So I'm like, where did you hide them? And he's like, under my bed frame, and I'm like,
What?
dude. Dude,
That's
why? First off, why? Second, it's like where in your bed
Uh,
frame? And then so yeah, I find out about that. And then I get home and he's not like I come back home, for like a month before the start of another semester or whatever. And I go into his room, he's not here. He was like at a summer program, still in the States when I got back. And so I go into this room and I look for it, and dude, how easily I found it was was so hilarious. Like I
oh my
like no,
god.
honestly, I looked at the bed frame and I could see it, and I'm like, dude, come on. And so I
But
took
hey.
them.
Sometimes, like, plain sight is the best hiding spot
Well, that's the
for
thing. It's
those
not even that.
things.
It's like it was in between plain sight and hidden. That was not.
Okay. But if you knew the condoms were in the bed frame, if you didn't know, would you still have found them? Like, would you look at that area? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question you have to answer yourself.
Maybe not. I don't mean, but like anyway, I took them because I was like, I'm not risking, like, I'm not risking him getting into that conversation. So I took him and I hid him in like a puzzle box, like an old puzzle box I have in my room. And to this day, I have still forgotten to throw them out. So they're still in there. And I cannot even imagine
Oh my god.
the condition those condoms have to be in.
Here's a recommendation: fill them with water and throw them at your brother. He'll never know what's coming, and he'll be so confused.
Nice use of words there now, yeah.
Why?
Coming, I don't know. I was trying to make a joke.
Like, no,
Oh
dude. Like,
Lord.
there's no second meaning to this.
We're
Come
cutting
on.
that part out.
No, we're not. It's fully in here. Like, we're not editors either. Okay, so anything
Hey man, I
stays.
didn't spend the day trying to find out how to edit things if I didn't think we need it for this type of stuff.
Wow, that's
So yeah,
dumb.
so they're still sitting in my room in a box, just probably like to a stage so
It's
degraded that
degraded. Yeah,
like
they've
you would
degraded.
use
Like,
them if you wanted to get pregnant.
if you open that, like, if they had any lubricant, it's gone. It evaporated. It dried up,
I
man. Like,
don't even
it's
remember
gone.
what I don't even remember what brand they were, honestly.
The shitty ones that are
I
like
haven't
banana
looked in that
flavor.
box. I just know it's in that box. It's all I haven't opened it in so long. Wait, Carlos, what were you gonna ask? Because you were gonna say something in the middle of me
I was just
telling
gonna
all this
ask,
shit.
like, I was just gonna ask, like, do your parents know about this? Because
Know about what, the condoms or
yeah, the
what?
condoms.
No, they don't. Why would I have them hidden if they knew? I would have thrown them away, or just thrown them away in plain sight. Like, here we go. Like honestly, I told them, oh, I'll throw them
What
away
a
for
badass! Oh my god! Wow, what a hero,
you. Dude, I don't need to have that conversation with my parents, man.
dude. Honestly, if I found condoms in my brother's bedroom, I'd just take them out of the drawer and put them on top of the desk and see what happens. 'Cause it would be hilarious right now. Like me thinking about it, yo. Like his face, yo. It'd be so good, so good. I know it's kind of a shitty thing to do, but come on.
It is a
Come on.
I
really
mean,
shitty thing
it's a
to
good
do.
prank. I think it's a good prank to do based on your parents. I don't think it'd be a good prank to do with my parents. I think because then I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
your
they would lecture him
your
and all
brother,
that
your brother,
stuff.
your brother would end up like Rapunzel, like in the tower inside of your house, like not able to leave, and he'll be looking at his bros like, "I miss you." He'd need like the Shrek 3. Wait, is it Shrek 3 finale? Like one of the Shreks where they put yeah, I think it's Shrek 3 where they put "I Need a Hero," the song, you know, like I
No,
need a
that's
hero.
Shrek 2,
No, that's
man. How
Shrek
dare you
2. That's Shrek
disrespect
2.
Shrek 2 like that?
Is it
Being
Shrek
great.
2?
Shrek 2
Yeah,
is
that's at the end when
amazing,
he's
and
riding
it's
the
because
horse
of that.
and he's going towards the castle.
That cover of that song is amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
Okay.
it's
So
like the
yeah,
fairy is singing
the
it
Shrek 2 finale where he goes to like I
to
forgot
the
it.
castle. Yeah, to stop like
No,
the wedding.
Fiona. He goes to Fiona. That's the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to Fiona and shit. Like,
You uncultured
Stop!
swine.
Yo, shut the fuck up,
Just
okay?
struggling to name details from Shrek 2, man. Such an iconic movie.
Dude. Shrek 2 is not on Netflix. It's not on Hulu.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
really is.
anywhere. I can't fucking see it. I'm pissed the fuck off, dude.
Yeah, me too.
I watched it the other day on like a
Yeah, but if you get any of those
on a
details
porn
mixed up,
website?
Reddit will have your
on
head.
one of those websites. On
Yeah,
a
you know,
website. I'm just gonna say a website.
you know, like a regular person, just go on Pornhub, and then like go scroll to the bottom to the comment section, and you get all your useful information for the day. It's like Reddit, but for weirdos, sexual weirdos.
You know, B Movie is on Pornhub.
Dude,
Yes.
I watched B Movie on Pornhub.
I can't.
obviously I skipped most of the movie. I just wanted to make sure the whole thing was in there.
I can't say I've done that, but
because come on, I would have thought that the B Movie would have been on Pornhub, but like halfway through just put a porn, you know, or something, or like a porn in the movie, but
it's
no,
the
it's
actual
just
movie.
the B Movie.
It's
And
the actual movie.
that fact is amazing. The fact that
It is.
nobody is copyrighted and like taking it off,
Dude, because B Movie doesn't have the right to be to exert its own copyright. Dude, I
know,
remember
it's
going
so
to see
bad,
that
but-
movie in the theater, and it was fucking so full. And then
Yeah.
years later, I'm like, why was it so full?
because
You know what? Okay, check
Oh.
this out. I'm going back to the main theme here.
yeah,
It's
And
the one we abandoned.
So a
minutes ago.
critical it came around, you know it did. It came around. So like a very bad movie critically that I really like is SpongeBob the movie.
like the
Wait, the
original?
first one or like
No. The original one. Come on, man. You know what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
wait,
always
that
liked
one's
it.
critically bad?
I think so.
Oh, dude.
Come on, man. Critics are
Oh.
bad. Critics are shit. Critics are shit.
I mean, okay. I will say to everyone that has listened so far, I am not saying that SpongeBob the movie is better than Ferris Bueller's Day Off or The Breakfast Club. I'm
But it is,
I'm not
though.
saying that. Like,
But it is though.
what I'm saying is that when I
Yo,
saw
Scarlett Johansson was in this movie. What?
Who did she play? Oh,
Sandy.
didn't she play Mindy?
She was Mindy. Dude, official.
Yeah,
the best
she
movie
made-
ever.
I did love
Wait,
that movie.
Are you telling me? Wait, wow, Scarlett Johansson also played a mermaid. Talk about her appropriation of roles, man.
Talk
Okay,
about
so-
talk about adaptation.
Oh, it's not that bad on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's
That's
actually
pretty
certified
good.
fresh.
Yeah,
That's
It's
yeah,
fresh.
but also Rotten
That's fresh.
Tomatoes.
That's better than I imagined.
Rotten Tomatoes is
But
dude, that
dude,
movie
that movie is
I
the
loved
best,
it.
dude. Come on, there's no better hero movie.
it is
ever.
amazing. Like the part where like the
Dude,
song at the end,
anytime-
the song at the end. Oh Lord.
Oh, dude. No, anytime I remember, like, if it was like advertised on Nickelodeon, like, hey, we're gonna show the movie, like back when like there was no Netflix, obviously, and you like would see the commercials. It's like, hey, we're giving this movie on Friday at 8, whatever Eastern, whatever the fuck. and like you'd be as a kid, you'd be like, I am not doing anything else at 8 on
Dude,
Friday.
I remember one time where I was with my cousins. We went to P.F. Chang's to just have, regular night out. And my
Because that's where you go for a night
well,
out. PF Chang's.
we were in Orlando. P.F. Chang's was not in Puerto Rico.
Fucking rich
We
kids.
didn't have
Fucking
that yet.
rich
Orlando.
kids.
And we needed a place that served a lot of food because we were like 10 people.
Do you know what pisses me off? I'm going to sidetrack real quick here. You know what pisses me off most about the PF Chang here in Puerto
Portions
Rico?
are small.
It doesn't serve shit anymore.
I've heard.
It used to be
I've
good.
heard.
They have failed me now.
I never went there.
I've been there like
I never
twice.
tried
But
it.
yeah, but like we went to.
There are plenty of Chinese places that
better.
are good in
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
yeah.
No, just good in Puerto Rico. Like there are plenty. So like, why would I go to an American chain?
Yeah.
But go
Due
on.
east. But then so we go to PF Chang's and we're just chilling, and then suddenly out of nowhere, like my cousin who's about the same age as me, she starts going ballistic because we're missing the latest like SpongeBob episode that was supposed to come out at like 8 p.m. that night. Oh my god, bro. Like she had a literal obsession with that show. I loved it, but I wasn't obsessed with it. But she was like having a real hard time accepting that we weren't gonna watch it, and she would have to wait until it reran like next week or something like that. Oh man, but no, that
You
movie,
know,
man, that movie. What about
the funny thing
Z?
about that is SpongeBob's not a sequential show. So like if
It's
you
not.
miss it, it's not like you're missing a part of the story. It's like, oh, I don't know what's gonna
Well,
happen in this
I
next
don't know.
episode. Oh,
Did the show end? Did that show end?
No, that's
Yeah.
still going. It is no, they're actually
still
planning
going?
spin-off shows.
I read
read
they were gonna do a
Oh,
Squidward spinoff
Jesus.
show.
exactly. Which who the fuck wants to watch
Well,
that?
well-
Maybe like people our age
Well, the
because
pro-
we've
no,
turned into
no,
Squidward.
no, definitely not, because Squidward isn't Squidward anymore, because the type of jokes that Squidward make, like that type of sass and like he hated SpongeBob. It wasn't just like he's annoying. No, he wanted to kill him pretty much. Like you can't have that type of humor anymore or you're gonna get banned.
And here we are analyzing SpongeBob. Amazing. How the world goes
Dude,
round.
okay, that show kind of went to shit once like the creator walked away. Let's be honest.
The creator walked away from that
Well,
show?
A long time ago, dude.
Really?
Long
Oh,
time
shit.
ago.
But that's the thing,
Like
even-
I think right after the SpongeBob movie came out, like that was like his last contribution to the series. Like the first SpongeBob movie.
Wow.
So like think about how long ago that was.
dude,
Because that's when they started getting more like
I will
because
I will still like sing to my child the Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and
Yo,
I
the
hate
audio
it.
is like
I
it
hate-
literally cut off because you were so high.
I hate that
The
it
audio-
cut off.
You're ear raping every listener right now. You're such an asshole. Both
Wait,
of you are assholes
I was about to
because
say
you're
like,
ear raping everybody who's listening to this podcast. So we have to put like a warning for ear rape. Like God,
Dude,
Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ!
I'm sorry.
Stop moving your
shit.
microphones.
But yeah. Oh,
dude,
yeah.
you mentioned the song. I was
Yeah.
gonna do that.
There's-
I had to do it.
There is wait. So do you just want to talk about like bad movies that you like? 'Cause I have one that I like, but I like it because it's a
Which
meme,
one?
not because it's a good movie. It's a horrible movie, but it's so bad that it's great. It's called Troll 2.
What?
It's the one.
I've never
If
seen.
you've never
that
seen
movie.
it, you might have seen the meme where a guy with glasses goes like, "Oh my god, they're eating her, and they're gonna eat me. Oh my god."
That's the one. Yeah,
Dude, that movie
acting.
is
acting.
so bad that it's genius. It was written by Italians in English, but the Italians don't know English, and it was intended to be a serious movie. There is no Troll 1. There is no
What?
Troll 1. Oh my god, my voice. There is no Troll 1. There is just Troll 2, and it's not trolls plural. It's
Genius.
troll singular.
Absolutely genius is
But
what I'm
also,
listening. Is what I'm hearing you say.
the monsters in the movie are not addressed as trolls. They're addressed as something else. Like, I don't remember right now. Like the word trolls doesn't come up in the movie pretty much. So it's
You know what's hilarious, dude? I was looking up like bad movies that people consider good, and Troll 2
Yeah.
is number 22 out of
Dude,
like the
it's got a
list.
cult. It's got a cult following, and
Okay, so one of the best scenes, and if anyone hasn't seen it, I'm sorry for the spoiler, but
it's just I'm just trying to really get across how amazingly bad but good this movie is. There is a scene where this guy is getting seduced, and they're like insinuating like sex or something. They're insinuating some type of hot, steamy action, and like the way you know is because it gets so hot between the two of them that there is like corn, like literal corn on a cob, like in the trailer they're in,
Oh,
and it gets
no.
so hot that the corn on the cob turns into
No.
popcorn. Yes, that happens.
No.
And then they eat said popcorn. It is glorious.
So what you're telling me is this is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah,
It's up there.
literally.
It's up there with Kung Fury. Yes.
But is it up there with The
Okay.
Room?
Well, The Room is its own masterpiece. Like, Aha Mock. It's
Dude,
Come
I'll be
on.
honest, I have never seen it.
Yeah, neither
okay.
have
I
I.
haven't
Just
seen
the
the
memes.
original, but I saw the one with like the Franco brothers.
Oh, disaster
I saw
movie.
Disaster movie.
Disaster
Yeah,
Artist. I
Disaster
think it
Artist,
is.
and Disaster Artist was funny, man. Like I enjoyed that.
Well, it's supposed that one was just supposed to be the good movie of the making of the bad movies.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
looking.
did you
I'm
guys watch Good Boys?
Good Boys.
Okay, I
Wait, what?
started.
It's
I
a movie
started
about
watching it.
3 6th
I
graders.
started watching it and I couldn't watch it.
and
No,
I was
Carlos,
I
don't.
was on the
No.
No. It's because I was on a plane and I started watching it and then I saw there was something else I wanted to watch more. I don't remember what it was at this point, but I stopped. And then at some point I finished my
Fuck
movie.
you.
I look to my right and I see my sister watching it. And I just saw like one part of the movie where a girl was wearing like an anal beads necklace and I died. I died, man. It was
Dude.
I gotta watch it now. My girlfriend saw it and she
But
really
is it
liked
like a
it.
bad movie that's good, or was it like an actually?
No. It's like an actual good movie.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
movie
cool.
about like sixth graders going into middle school, I think it is, or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
So yeah, there are these kids that are like not getting used to being mature, because when you're like a sixth grader and you look at the seventh graders, you're like, holy shit, those guys are like huge, dude. Like they should party hard and shit. And like, so they're like, the whole movie's about like these three kids going to a party, like be popular and shit. And this party is just like 20 little kids in a basement with Coke, like the drink, the soda, like Coke, Pepsi, shit like that. And they're like, you like this party? And it's like Katy Perry music or some shit like that. And it's hilarious because it's like, if you watch that and think of yourself like 10 years ago, maybe more than that, I don't fucking remember.
10 years ago, buddy.
10 years ago? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
you're right.
I'm not that old. The 10 years ago, you're like, holy shit, that's actually real. Like that actually would have been my mindset through all of this. Like the thing of the beads, the anal beads, yo, that's
Dude,
such a great bit.
It was
It's such a great bit.
So
I gotta watch it. Like I gotta watch the whole thing.
I'll definitely watch it now. Like now I gotta watch it.
It's
But, like,
produced by Seth Rogen and
well, now it makes more sense why it's good.
and Goldberg and Evan Goldberg.
Now it makes
Yeah, it's really good.
No, dude. Okay, so wait, I'm gonna
It's
go
really
back
good.
to like that topic. We're horrible at keeping track of topics here. I'm gonna go back to the topic of like bad movies that I think are good. I'm gonna do two. The first one, I don't know if you're gonna have a lot to say about it, but like the second one, I think like we've all seen it. We're all gonna have something to say about it. First one, this is a movie that, for some reason, even though it's one of the stupidest movies ever made, it is a movie that I will watch if it's on TV. I'll definitely fucking watch it, and I enjoy watching it. And it's Battleship with
Ooh,
fucking
okay.
Rihanna. Liam
I've heard of
Neeson
it.
was
I've
in that
never
shit.
seen it.
Like,
Dude, you just won the topic, okay? That is shit. That movie is Transformers
exactly. No,
17.
it is
It's so
horrible.
bad.
The concept's horrible, but like I don't know.
Everything is horrible,
It's
dude.
aliens?
They drift a battleship. They literally drift a battleship in the water.
Dude.
And by the way, the battleship that they drift is a battleship from 1940, whatever the fuck. Like there's like old dudes in the back like, I
Dude.
remember my time when I was in the battleship. Like, what the fuck is that? Dude, it's
I
so
love it.
bad.
I fucking love it. It's so horrible, but I love it. I
Wow.
love watching it. Like if it's on TV, I am watching. No, dude, that part when they're
Dude.
like opening up the battleship like to the like with Thunderstruck by AC/DC in the background. That
Oh
is
my
awesome.
god, dude.
It's
That is the most AC/DC thing I would ever think of, you know? Like,
It's like, well, let's arm a
Also-
battleship that's been sitting at the dock for decades.
for decades, literal
Oh my
decades,
God.
never
I-
moved. But hey, it's in pristine condition.
See, but I have to
The
watch
That's the
guns
this
thing.
work
If you
for
know
someone.
anything about boats, if you don't use a boat for like at least a few weeks, it's not gonna work. Like I literally witnessed this past week when we went out, and then like a boat went by us and it broke down. And my dad's like, he definitely did it. It's because obviously that boat hadn't been turned on this entire quarantine, and obviously now it's the first time they've gotten a chance to leave and use it. And like it shit broke down,
I would,
and
I
like
would
you
never
saw a
have
lot of
boat.
people like
I would
fixing
never
their
own a boat.
boats.
Like,
Oh,
it's so much maintenance,
So
so
wait,
much
sec-
No, I
upkeep.
would have friends
Yeah,
with a
like-
boat. I'd prefer having friends
that's the
with
only
boats.
reason Navi is a friend
Quick
of mine. like,
tangent.
just because my dad's
Quick
boat.
tangent. Do you know
Yeah.
how long it took me to go on Adrian's boat? Oh my god! Like
It took a while.
it took a long. Like I knew him for like 6 years, not 6 years. I knew him for like
No.
I met him in
Okay, let's be honest. Okay, we started hanging out what eighth grade.
Eighth grade, we started hanging out,
So,
and it took
yeah,
until
eighth
like
grade.
junior year. So it took like 3 years.
What? No,
I
that can't be right.
we didn't go on your boat.
Yeah.
We tried a bunch of times, and it like we could never like make it happen for some.
I love how you guys keep calling him my boat like
Okay,
it's
well,
not my dad's.
The audience doesn't know your dad. They know you.
Look, bro. Look. Mira cabrón. Mira cabrón. Mira cabrón. It's your boat because out of us three, you're the closest one to owning that boat. So it's your boat. That's the logic here,
Yeah.
okay? And by the way, Carlos, cabrón, I've known Adrian since kinder. And the first time I've been on this fucking boat,
Oh
Was in
my!
eighth
Forget about me,
grade.
man. That was a long time.
dude, like it took like 10
Wait, but how
years,
long has he
like-
had that boat? How
Dude,
How
the
long
thing
has he
is,
had a
8
boat?
years.
the thing is, well, my dad's
I
had
don't
like
know.
4 boats over this time I've been
Okay.
alive. The thing is, my dad.
Obviously, you're not gonna take a kindergartner to a boat. Like,
No,
you're not
no,
gonna
no.
take a
Well,
random kid to
we
a
didn't
boat
have it.
without his
Like we
parents.
got it. He got his first boat when I was in second grade.
Okay.
Second grade.
okay.
But the thing is, like, my dad's always like, "Hey, why don't you invite some friends?" And you know when he tells me the morning of, and I'm like, "We're about to leave.
Yeah.
Like they are
You
sleeping.
told me this.
It's
Dude,
8:30.
you lived next to me, dude.
Like I'm gonna just show up to his house, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, let's show up to their house at 8:30 in the morning, wake their ass up, and be like, let's go."
Dude, I still
Fuck yeah.
remember. I remember
Fuck
the
yeah.
first time I went on your boat.
Hey,
We-
well, we're going probably next week. You want to come? Break social distancing and quarantine.
wait. When next week?
I mean, my parents are not going to let you on because they are not letting anyone on that's not living in
Okay,
this house.
okay,
Okay, I'm saying this is a
okay.
joke.
Okay then. Like, I was actually looking forward to
Okay,
it.
tangent. That was my tangent.
I'm sorry
That
to
was
make
my
a joke that disappointed you.
My heart is broken. Okay. Fuck you.
Okay, well, I got another. My
Yeah.
second movie that I was gonna say,
second movie.
Bad Boys 2.
I mean, everybody loves that movie. Okay. I have seen both Bad Boys movies, and if they were to come out today, Will Smith would have been canceled.
Why?
And that's, dude. Okay. So in the
I think
first
Michael
movie,
Bay would have been canceled. I don't know if Will Smith.
I mean, Will Smith chose to be in this movie. Come on, that was
Well,
like
no, I
peak
know, but
Will Smith
like,
career.
I've always felt like, well, all the problematic things about those movies are
Nah.
like more director based, right? It's not like
Nah.
his character,
Like,
or
dude,
is
come
it?
on. Will Smith was at peak, so he could have chosen to say like, no, fuck you, I'm not saying that. He could have said that because Michael Bay is everybody's bitch. Like, Michael Bay is Megan Fox's bitch, and Megan Fox doesn't even have a career. Come
That
on,
is true.
okay. So what I'm going with this is that in the first movie, what is like Will Smith's partner name? Like the partner, like the actor.
Wait, Martin Lawrence. Jesus
Okay, so
Christ.
Martin in this movie, Martin Lawrence's daughter is going out with this kid who shows up in the new movie, apparently, which is like a pretty good nod to
Wait,
what
we're
they
talking
were
about
doing.
Bad Boys 2 or 1?
I don't remember which one, but the point is that
No, yeah, I know the scene you're talking about. It's Bad Boys 2. So yeah, like
okay, so Martin Lawrence's daughter is going out with like this kid who is like pretty tall. You know, like he looks more than 16 or something. I think was.
Dude, he looks like
They say,
Kawhi Leonard's twin.
okay, so yeah, whatever. Anyways, the thing is, in the movie, like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence go like to threaten him, like, "Are you sure you're 16?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah." He was all scared and shit, and like
And we all know the scene.
Will Smith
Hopefully.
says, like, "Are you sure you don't want to go to jail, bro? You don't want to take it up the ass, bro?" Like saying like that joke, and I was like, "Oh, okay." If this were to come out, like, dude, the word like, okay, so the word "gay" was used in that movie a lot, like, or either it was said or in like,
Oh, dude, they wrote
ensued.
so many gay jokes, like,
Yeah, so
in
like,
that
if that
movie.
were to come out today,
Like, holy shit.
everybody in that movie and surrounding them would have been canceled,
Yeah.
dude. It was, I mean, in my opinion, it's a funny movie. It's okay. You can watch it. It's not like a must watch.
No, it's
But you can
definitely not a
watch it. It's
must-watch movie of your life, but it's like a movie that we just like watch because it's always on or it's on Netflix or
you
whatever.
know what's the thing? I expected more explosions. That's
What, do
I
you
don't know if
not
it's
remember
me.
the scene where they're literally just
Okay,
driving
no.
through houses and they're
That's
just
Bad Boy 2.
blowing up for some
That
reason?
Bad Boys 2.
That's
That's
the one
Bad
we're
Boys
talking
2.
about, though.
But the first one
Oh
didn't
yeah,
have
no,
enough explosions, and
yeah,
I
they
was
had a
like,
limit.
huh?
It was before he
Like I
really
was like,
got.
yo, isn't this Michael Bay, bro? Like, who the fuck is this guy?
I think it's before he got really into the explosions.
Yo, I swear Michael Bay has like
No,
explosions videos in his house, and he just
oh,
puts them to jack off.
for sure. Dude, no, I also forgot the opening scene of that Bad Boys 2 movie is them like they staged a KKK like cross burning
Yeah,
as like
yeah,
first scene. I'm
yeah.
like, well, that's
Oh, dude, but that was hilarious. Come on, like it's like on Django Unchained where they put on the mask, and there's like, who the fuck put these eye holes here? I can't see shit. The one of the guys was like, that was my wife. She spent so much time doing this.
okay.
She should be thankful. Like,
Let's
yo,
be honest. That scene is probably so iconic in Quentin Tarantino. That is one of the greatest scenes Quentin
exactly.
Tarantino's ever
It's
made.
so good. Like, yo, Quentin Tarantino is so good. Like, he has so many good movies.
Oh, just in
Ah,
case, fuck the KKK. Just saying. Just gonna put that out there. Just gotta say that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's kind of obvious.
Well, yeah,
Like,
no.
Well,
But
if it
let's
wasn't
make it
obvious
explicit. Let's
before,
not
it's
make it.
obvious
Let's go
now.
implicit, explicit.
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, my Google is crashing on me, so I can't search up the name of the movie I'm thinking. But you're like continuing on the Michael Bay train. It's a movie that came out recently on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds, and it's something six.
oh, it's about a video game.
Six
Oh,
Underground.
Six
Six Underground.
Underground.
That okay, so when I saw
Not Michael Bay. I saw Ryan Reynolds like talk a little bit about it before I saw it.
I haven't seen the whole thing. I saw like the second half because my dad had tried to watch it like 4 times and fallen asleep. You know, like when you try to watch a Michael Bay movie and you fall asleep, you know, like the movie can't be that great because it's like it's nonstop noise. And I saw like the first 5 minutes and then the last like hour and a half. It's a long movie. And it starts off with probably one of the most insane like car chases I've seen. Like they pretty much just they're somewhere in Italy.
That car chase was
Yeah,
amazing,
it's
though.
Are you okay? I have something to say about that car chase, and I did
Go
not
ahead.
like
Go
it,
ahead.
and I will explain why. It had way. Okay, I'm not a movie expert, by the way. I am
Are you talking about
just
camera angles?
a normal dumb. Yeah, I'm just a normal dumbass
On the
watching
internet.
movies. Like sometimes I don't even get like what they're talking about. You know, like their vision or shit. I don't know of that. But okay, in Michael Bay's car chase scene in Six Underground, there were way too many cuts. Way too
Dude,
many
Wouldn't be a
cuts.
Michael Bay movie without
I
him.
thought I was like on the
No, dude. Like literally, there can be a stretch of 50 feet, and in those 50 feet, the car travels. There were 100 cuts. 100
yeah.
cuts, dude.
No, I agree.
Also, there
I
was
agree.
this scene in that chase where they were like making donuts around the
Yeah,
fountain,
yeah.
right?
Oh, I remember.
And
Yeah.
and Ryan Reynolds was sticking his head out, looking at a baby like, "Oh no, we're gonna hit the baby," and they don't hit the baby because movie magic, and they were drifting. Here's the thing: when Ryan Reynolds was looking out the window, they cut to the car, really like almost hitting the baby. Here's the thing: the window in which Ryan Reynolds is looking out of. In that second scene, I'm telling you, where you can see the whole
Mhm.
car, his face and that his face is inside the car and the window is up.
Yeah,
You can't see
continuity.
his face.
Continuity.
Like it's a really yeah, and the thing is, it cuts back to Ryan Reynolds' face looking back at it. So it's like it's really
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
if you pay
pretty
attention
much
to it,
if you
it's
if
so
you've played
unsatisfying.
GTA and you ever like accidentally put the camera mode on like the like cinematic view where it like just like keeps changing like every like 5 seconds, that's kind of what it looked like.
Oh,
That's kind
dude,
of what it feels
that's
like.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, so it was like it actually
Yeah.
gave me like a headache because
But
it
it
was
but
just
it
too
has
much, you know.
so many like
Um
it was like he described it as the most Michael
Explosions.
Bay-ish movie ever, and I saw it and I was like, you have a case here because it is like up there. It's
I mean, a
No,
Michael
no, no,
Bay
no.
yeah.
movie would have been more
Transformers
horrific.
Dark of the Moon was the most
No,
Transformer.
no,
It
no,
was
no,
the
no, no,
most
no,
Michael
no,
Bay
no, no.
movie.
Revenge of the Fallen was way more Michael Bay.
Oh, I just didn't see that one. That was with Mark Wahlberg, right?
No, 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 no. That's the second one. I'm talking about the second one.
Oh,
Second one.
I swore to God, I was talking about the second one. I swore
Yeah.
Dark of the Moon. I swore to
Oh,
God, Dark of the Moon
dude,
was the second Transformers. Well, yeah, the
yeah.
second
The
Transformers movie
second
was the most
yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
Bay
it's the
movie
one where
ever.
the
Dude,
Followed by Battleship.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, Carlos, in Battleship,
I've seen
okay,
the
you know
end.
Rihanna is like
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
actress in this movie. No, fuck the end. Like, I really like the biggest sigh I've ever given was when Rihanna sat on she's like the
Yeah,
manly
yeah.
girl, you know, like that
Tomboyish.
manly girl that's so hot because she's manly, you know, and she's like America,
Mhm.
fuck yeah, you know, like that Michael Bay girl, you know, like there's Bond girls and then there's Michael Bay girls. So like Rihanna sits in this gun and looks at her target, focuses and says, "Boom," and presses button, and it didn't even shoot. Like I mean, yeah, it was like a slow mo shot, so it was like boom, like it was so dumb. That scene was so unnecessary, but it's Michael
Yeah.
Bay, so it was in there. But oh my god, it's so bad. Like the dialogue in that
Can I
movie
just
is
throw in
so
another
dumb.
one?
Then there's this black guy with that's an amputee, and he uses his foot to like hit the robots, and I found that to be hilarious because I never thought he would use that as a weapon, but he did, and oh my god, dude, what the
but the
fuck was
thing is,
that?
Rihanna wasn't the Michael Bay I mean, the Michael Bay like girl in that movie. Like Rihanna was just like a character.
Was a
Like
side hoe. She was like a side hoe in that movie.
not even that. Like she was like I feel like just a cringy character like everyone else in that movie. The Michael Bay girl was the girl that played like
Yeah, the
the
blonde
main.
girl, the blonde
Yeah,
one.
I think she because it's like the thing about a Michael Bay girl is like, oh yeah, let's take a model that's never acted and put her in this AAA blockbuster. Because I
What do
think
you
that's
mean? What do
uh,
you mean,
I,
bro?
I don't
Michael
know.
Bay
Just
only chooses Oscar-winning
Hey,
actresses.
Megan Fox was in
Never
that
for
I
their
vampire
looks.
movie.
I'm gonna
Never
look
for
up
their looks.
Brooklyn. Wait, her name is Brooklyn Decker. Yeah, I think at that time she had no acting roles. She was just, I think she was like a Sports Illustrated model, I believe.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, you
Oh
didn't
my
notice? Yeah, I'm
god.
looking this up right now. I'm gonna look up her acting things. Yeah, no, let's see. No, 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 no. Never mind. She wasn't. It wasn't her first like acting role. It was one of her first. Probably
Oh,
second major one. I think I would say the first one. I don't know if you remember this movie. It's called Just Go With It.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston, and
oh,
then
I
my
love that
girlfriend told
movie.
me to watch
I
that
love it.
movie with her, and I was, oh,
It
is
is
it
good.
good? Is it
why?
okay?
I think it's one of the best Adam Sandler movies. It's the one with Jennifer Aniston and yeah.
Dude, I just really don't like Jennifer Aniston. You know what? Fuck Friends. I'm gonna say it right now. First episode.
Dude,
Fuck Friends, dude.
fuck Friends, dude.
That
Honestly, that show's horrible.
it's such a bad show. I mean, it's not, okay. It's not a bad show, but it's okay at best. Like, come on, that '70s show
No,
is
I agree.
better,
I
in my
think that
opinion.
70 show is better. I liked Friends, but only
There's
okay.
a lot of shows that are better.
I saw
Oh no, there's a lot of shows that are better, but like
I
in the
saw
same spectrum. You know
Are
what
we
I'm
talking about
saying?
like
yeah,
sitcom type shows? I
Yeah,
guess.
like group
so I saw the
sitcoms, like
entirety of
big group
Friends
sitcoms.
while I was abroad in England. Like I saw the entirety, start to finish. Um, and if that first of all, there are a couple seasons that are just like completely irrelevant. But if that show didn't have Joey or if that didn't have Joey or Chandler or Phoebe, but mainly Joey or Chandler, like that show would have, in my opinion, would not have been anything. They were heavily underpaid and underappreciated characters. Like those two, that like relationship, like bromance between those two characters gave me life. Like fuck Ross, fuck
Okay,
Rachel, fuck Monica. I fucking hate Monica. I would rather die.
But yo, Corny Cox is pretty hot. Gotta say that.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. There's if you want the example of a great bromance in a sitcom, watch Scrubs.
Yo, it's guy love. It's what it is. Oh my god,
Dude, I just finished
that
rewatching it. That show's amazing.
Scrubs
It
is
holds
so
up.
good.
There's a
so
few
good.
jokes that are like outdated. Like you cannot say those jokes now. Like they do a lot of gay jokes, like a lot of early
yeah,
2000s.
of course.
Do a lot of like gender role specific jokes, but I mean, it was the times.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I mean, no, the thing I rewatched it. I'm gonna shout out.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about this. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't like it as much. Like
Honestly,
everybody says, it's the best show. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's hilarious.
I mean, no, it is hilarious, but I will admit, like, I stopped watching it.
It has its moments.
It is my favorite. It is my favorite.
It has its moments.
The Backstreet Boys scene with the lineup is one of the best scenes.
But that's the first episode. So like they did that in the first. I think so. I swear to God, it's like
okay. But
yeah,
I get what you're saying. I think that it's the best comedy show out there right now. Still, like even though I think it's gone down a bit, I still think it's the best like comedy show you can find. It is my favorite show on TV right now. And obviously like it's changed a lot. It's changed a good amount, but
no, it's like I don't like it that much.
It's had to adapt a little bit. I mean, it was canceled. Like it got canceled from Fox, and in 1 hour, NBC said like, "Give me that shit," and just snatched it right up. And
I mean, who knew?
Fox I just expected more from Andy Samberg, honestly.
Who would have expected that Fox fucked up though?
No one,
who would have thought?
But you know, like I expected more, like just stupid jokes from Andy.
But that was like that existed. So it's what you said. Like the first like 2 seasons was Andy Samberg making stupid jokes, and to me, like
then they wanted to be like more like a love thing, like a love thing between Andy Samberg and the I was like,
to me, it's not even Andy Samberg. There are the episodes where Andy Samberg hangs out with the.
It's the show direct. It's the show's direction.
Whenever I see Andy Samberg hanging out with, I don't know the name of the actor, but like the character named Doug Judy. Love those episodes.
Oh, fuck yeah! No, wait, shit.
But that and whenever like Captain Holt, I love that character. Like his character is my favorite character.
Did you guys ever watch Pop Star?
Yes,
the Lonely Island movie.
Just watched it last week, and then with I watched it last week with
my
a couple of friends. And we liked it, and like my girlfriend and I rewatched. That was our second time watching it, and we like it. And then my girlfriend's family saw it, and none of them liked it. Like either her two sisters didn't like it.
Okay,
not a show for maybe older.
No, but like
people,
they're not that far. Like they're not that different in age though. Like it's like there's like a 3-year gap for the second one.
Because I mean, it's stupid comedy. It's honestly stupid comedy.
No, but they thrive off of stupid comedy. And then they saw this one and they were like, we weren't expecting that. And I'm like,
okay, but wait. Do they like Andy they like Andy Samberg's movie? Like, oh wait, no, like Adam Sandler's movies. Do they like Adam Sandler's movies? Then that's what's wrong with them. That's what's wrong with them.
What do you mean?
Yo, Adam Sandler. I respect the guy, but his latest movies are not comedy. They're just shit. Like the closest thing to comedy that he's been a part of is his production studio and was The Wrong Missy. You know what I'm talking about? The Netflix movie?
I didn't
with David Spade. Oh, I actually liked it. Because it's
so
just
stupid,
so
man.
dumb.
He has like he literally has like a perfect girl like for him in front of him, and then goes like psych and goes for this girl that tried to kill him twice.
Oh, awesome, cool. That's great.
It's an Adam
Gr-
Sandler movie, dude. It's the same formula every
Yeah, but
fucking
sometimes
time.
sometimes there's a little bit
Every
more
fucking
sense.
time.
Like, okay, so I will probably get a lot of heat for this as well. But okay, I
Yeah.
I dis
Okay.
despise. Okay, I don't despise. I do not like the two movies that made Adam Sandler a hit in the world: Happy Madison or Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. I don't like either of them.
How can you not like Happy
I
Gilmore? I
don't like
love
either of
Happy
them because
Gilmore.
I can't take him seriously. Like, I know his movies are intended for me to not take him seriously, but like I cannot watch a 20-year-old man act like a 7-year-old child and like enjoy it. I just can't. It just
Yeah, I understand. Like, I'm honestly not a huge fan of
I
Adam Sandler
respect the
movies.
fuck out of him. Like he
Um,
I saw
yeah,
his
he built
special
an
on Netflix,
empire.
like the musical one, and I thought it was I thought it was really clever, and I thought it
I
was okay.
didn't
So
see it.
it's unlike any other like special you'll see because it's like pretty much a musical in a way. Like he loves doing shit with music, and it's so different from kinda,
So
but
Bo
like
Burnham.
obviously not as explicit because you can't anymore. But it's different, and I mean it's not like a masterpiece, but it's good. Like I think it's decent. Um, but a lot of his movies, like I think when every now and then there's a good one or there's an okay one, but the grand majority of it is just there. It's just there.
Like, I prefer James Franco and Seth Rogen movies because they're really
Yeah, like
stupid comedy,
oh, what was that movie?
but really good.
Neighbors? Dude,
Pineapple
Neighbors.
Express.
Oh my god. The Interview.
The
Oh
Interview.
my god.
Dude, you know what? I never wait. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever watched
Neighbors
Neighbors.
1 is better than Neighbors
What?
2, but
Yeah, no.
Dude,
yeah.
Neighbors 1 is kind of funny. It's pretty funny. Neighbors 2 is like, yeah, it was gonna be funny because it's a sequel to a comedy movie. That never turns out great, like it barely does. The only sequel comedy, I mean, there's two, and it's Naked Gun 2.5 and Airplane 2.
See, I feel like I didn't. I mean, the Airplane 2 is good, but like I think yeah, no, Naked Gun 2.5 is like a great
It's
sequel.
decent. I mean, okay, so like, but those movies were the epitome of stupid comedy. like there's nothing more stupid than those two movies, like
Dude,
Airplane and
Oh,
Naked
Airplane.
Gun.
Oh my god, Airplane.
Nothing more
Are you
stupid.
Kareem
But
Abdul-Jabbar?
then I saw the interview. I think so. But then I saw the interview, and
Dude,
dude,
The Interview is so stupid.
k-
So stupid.
it's also
dude,
just a meme for what it caused when it was coming out or was about to come out.
yeah, but like, forget about what it caused. Like, honestly, when you see like the what's it called, the Katy Perry song, the firework
Oh
in
yeah.
acoustic with the piano. It's like piano acoustic. It's a piano acoustic cover with a missile headed to Kim Jong Un's helicopter, and he's
Uh,
looking at it. It's baby, you're a firework, and it explodes. It's hilarious, dude. I found that hilarious. That and the movie where James Franco is trying to bang Bryan Cranston's daughter.
Oh, I saw it
I don't
once.
know. You gotta tell me the name,
I
or I'm not.
don't
I
remember
I
the
actually I really like that movie. I like, it's a
Italy.
bad movie.
You gotta tell me the name, or I'm not gonna remember.
It's a terrible. Yeah,
Um,
I'm looking for it right now.
Wait, oh,
James
guys, by the
Franco
way,
and
just in case. Oh, we've been recording now for an hour, just in case.
then I'm gonna finish up with this, like Bryan Cranston. Wait. Okay, Why Him?
oh yeah. I saw
Oh
it, dude.
yeah.
Oh my god, that movie.
It's hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. Like, I love the ending because it's Dave Franco. He gets there in a helicopter with
With
Kiss. No, no,
Kiss.
no, no, no. But like the helicopter,
With Kiss.
with
Oh my god.
Kiss, and they're singing, "You Were Made for Loving Me," and it's like super serious. And like, oh, what? Oh, canceled. Oh, and they go to the house with the parents, and the parents are like, holy shit, it's fucking Kiss. They're in a fucking house. What the fuck? And they're like trying to act
Yeah.
normal, but they're all like looking at him like,
Yeah, and
oh
then they
shit.
and then Kiss
I
just goes
found that
like,
movie to be
"So, can we have some food? Like, is there food for everyone?" Like, "Oh, fucking yes,
yeah,
please have some." I'm
like,
like, "Kiss, what the fuck are you doing?" Um,
yeah, that's
that
a bad
movie, it
movie
was
that I like.
bad, but
That's a
it's
bad movie
like,
that I like.
it's alright.
No, dude.
It's stupid comedy, dude. It's a stupid comedy.
Going back to like Adam Sandler movies, I remember like when we went to see Grown Ups, like that came out in 2010, so I was 12. We were all 12. I went with my family. So my brother was 7 years
I
old.
I
love Grown
actually
Ups.
liked it. I actually liked that
Oh
I
movie.
no,
love
I
Grown Ups.
love Grown Ups at the time.
No, I
I
still
haven't
love it. I
watched it
still
in a
love
long
it.
time. I think I would
It's
still love
it's
it
pretty
too.
good.
No, but like I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie or nothing. I'm just gonna say this one story. So like I went with my family and my brother was like 7 years old at the time, and I don't remember if I also went with some of my cousins, but they mentioned in the movie like, oh, how the tooth fairy isn't real or some shit, right? And like you know,
yeah.
like that
Oh.
started the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, so like my 7-year-old brother, we like I don't think he even like reacted to it, but like everyone else that was there, we were like, oh shit, his childhood's ruined.
Ah,
I mean, he
But
was
somehow,
7 years old, dude. Come on.
dude, he
It was
didn't
about
fi-
time.
no. He found out about Santa in 6th
I
grade.
mean,
Okay? Like we
I
told him
mean,
because we weren't gonna let him
I
go to middle school
mean,
thinking it
I
was
mean.
real.
Okay, so you told wait, Carlos, you're dumb. But also, you told him about Santa Claus in 6th grade just so he wouldn't be a wimp in middle school.
No, well, because I mean, imagine being the kid that still believes in Santa in
I
7th grade.
mean, that's the same reason. That's the same
I mean,
reason.
I
The
found
same
out. I
reason
think
I got the
we as
info.
like I think I had this conversation with Navia. I think I vividly remember having this conversation with Navia in like 4th grade when we were like, "Yep, no, he ain't
Okay, okay,
real."
okay,
There's like no way. We're like sitting down,
okay.
like,
So,
there's
so
no
let
way.
me
There's just no way, dude.
let me
It's
bring
no
this.
way.
Okay, so yes, I had that conversation too with Manny and a couple other people when I was 4th, 5th grade, whatever. And all the arguments Dave posed were really sound and obviously the right arguments. Now, you need to keep this in mind as a person that's like recently gone through like a traumatic experience because my parents got divorced around like 3rd grade when I was in 3rd grade. You're not thinking
Oh man,
whenever
we're
you have
getting
a
here. We're
yeah,
getting
whenever you have a
real.
happy time like Christmas, when the family gets together and you see people you haven't seen in a while, you don't think about where the presents came from, especially when both your parents are working like till 6 p.m. And they barely have time to like make dinner. You're like, these people barely have time to feed me, let alone like mm, buy presents and like do that at whatever in the morning. Like I tuck them in sometimes, bro. Like they can't do that. They're too tired. And then I wasn't obviously okay. First of all, love my parents. They're great parents. But there's a lot of stuff going on, and they had to provide for the family, and you got to do what you got to do to make ends meet. So that shit happened, and I was in 6th grade, and eventually, and my mom and dad pretty much had to sit me down and say, "Hey, look, like you're a really sweet kid, and we need to tell you this because you can't go to you can't go to an only boys school and believe this because you're gonna get ripped a new one. Like you will get destroyed." And they told me, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, yes, that makes super sense, and I already kind of thought about it, but I wasn't like thinking about it actively. I was just they told me, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. I would have figured it out eventually as well, and I don't really care. But thank you for telling me, and we moved on with our lives.
Well, sorry to end this so abruptly, but I'm actually shitting my pants right
Oh
now.
my
Like
god.
Oh
I'm
my
holding in
god,
my shit
again? What is it with you
so
and
hard.
these things when you're shitting?
Dude, yesterday it happened at a completely different hour, okay? So shut the fuck up. Also, I am shitting my pants right now. So like it's really hard for me to like focus. So
I can see
I'm
it in your
ending the
face.
show so abruptly right now because I'm shitting my pants. And this might not be the only episode
Oh
for
my
this happened.
lord.
So
Dude, we need to make like an audio effect of being like, oh, like when this type of situation happens, we just play like something. And it's like, oh, now he's shitting his pants again. Okay, that's what's happening.
yeah, so drinking game. Every episode I'm shitting my pants. You take a shot.
Yeah, man. You have the
It's gonna be a
shot here
long
for like
drinking
an
game,
hour
but
and a
hey,
half.
free
Okay,
shots for everybody.
okay, but no, I'm gonna end it
Just
with
hold it there for the whole day.
thing is, okay, you see Charlie, but like your situation, I get it. Now, for my brother, the most traumatic thing that had probably ever happened during the course of his life up to that point was probably me just continuously
Oh,
beating him in video games.
okay,
So
no, but
like,
like I don't
That and figuring out
yeah,
about the
like I
tooth
don't I'm
fairy
not saying
in Grown Ups.
oh, he didn't know. He didn't say anything about that. That's what would like so surprised me. Like that's the thing. We all reacted. We were like, "Oh shit, he's gonna figure it out." And then we walked out of the movie theater, and it was like he didn't say a word. He never asked about it. So
yeah,
we were
like
like,
I
"We're home free."
No. He played you like the dumbasses you were because he was like, "Oh, I can just say I kept believing so I can get free money." fuck that. I'll
Dude, I
believe.
honestly did that from 4th to 6th grade with Santa Claus because I didn't tell my parents I didn't believe in Santa Claus until 6th grade, even though
Nah, my parents figured out I didn't believe because they were like, nah. He doesn't believe. I'm like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
like
just doesn't work like that.
it's not like I was having like a really hard time for 3 years and I wasn't thinking about it. I just like my parents worked a lot and they were always busy. Like they were just really people and like they were all like they went to sleep really early and because they had to wake up really early. So like I couldn't fathom them having to like waking up at 2, 3 in the morning and getting all that shit done because it was a lot. Like it took a lot of effort. Like wrapping the presents in secrets. I was always with them. I was like, I can't. And I would tell this to people. Like I would make this argument as a fifth grader in front of people. I was like, this is not humanly possible for my parents. Obviously, fast forward 5, 7 years, I'm in high school or in college, I'm like running like multiple all-nighters like back to back. And I'm like, okay, this is humanly possible. It's not healthy, but it's humanly possible. It can be
it's not healthy, but it's possible.
so yeah, but like
Yeah.
Dude, anything that all the all-nighters we had during high school, like, that we had as a shared experience, I mean, I'm surprised there's not more, like, messed up mentally people from our like, coming out of
dude,
that school based on, like, the little amount of
oh
sleep
my
we
god, I've
got.
had so many like when I tell people that I had all-nighters in high school, they literally look at me and they're like they don't believe me. They're like, "What do you mean in high school? I would go to sleep at 10 or 11 in high school." And they're like struggling with college hours. I'm like, "Dude, I'm thriving right now. Like, do you have any idea?" Like, oh my good, it was insane. I say that, but then like college picked up as well. Like at least for me, like being a chemistry major, like college picked up way quickly. Oh my god.
I just love
Hey
seeing
guys,
Navia's face.
I'm actually shitting
Okay.
my pants. Like,
Okay.
come
Well,
on.
okay.
Can we wrap
Yeah.
this up?
Alejandro
Can
has
we
to
wrap
go
it up?
take care of business, so
Oh,
I think we're gonna call it there, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our first
just take the mic into the bathroom,
episode.
you bastard.
That's
That's
really fucked
fucked
up, man.
up, bro.
Dude, I
Like, how
can't
the
talk to you
fuck?
if you're in the toilet. I really can't.
Like, listen to like, so like about that.
Like I unless it's like one of those ASMRs and you're like I hear the sweat dripping down your face.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
no, cut it. That's the end of the episode, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for fucking
We'll
listening to
see
that. But we're so
we'll see you
sorry
next.
for this
Oh my god,
comment.
my voice, man, I can't do this. We'll see you next time on Puerto Ricans. And we'll talk about something else dumb and hopefully scarring.
Yeah. See you next
Peace.
week, guys.
God.